boxing. Man in boxing. Led the Flair Cops. Shout out to Goodfellas Sports TV. Woo!
Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you. Get 18% off. We out. All right, got a rumor rundown video for you guys, so let's get into it. Let's start off with Manny Pacquiao. Before we do, hit that subscribe button if you haven't. Share the video, and don't forget to check out our boxer rumor playlist. So Pacquiao is still saying that he want to fight either Mikey or Terence Crawford. He don't really have that many options. Obviously, Errol Spence is fighting Danny Garcia. Errol turned that fight down multiple times earlier this year before the pandemic. He don't want to rematch Keith Thurman. Sean Porter don't really bring nothing but risk, because he sparred so many rounds with Manny Pacquiao. So it's down to Crawford and Mikey, but Mikey revealed on whatever social media platform it was. I seen on Boxing News 24 that Sean Gibbons told him that Pacquiao was excited about fighting him, and I think that was always going to be the fight. I didn't see Pacquiao waiting 3 or 4 years to fight Terence Crawford. He could have took Terence Crawford out when he was young. He didn't want that fight then. I don't think he want that fight now, but it was rumors that they could do the fight. But I know Mikey, other alternative, was going to fight Yordenis Ugas, and I don't think he wanted to fight Yordenis Ugas at all. And, you know, personally, you know, I'm cool with the fight. I don't have an issue with it. Pacquiao can do as he please, like Floyd said. He's earned the right to pick and choose his fights. He is the cash cow. It's not like he going out there doing 1 million pay-per-views, but with them upcharging, you can do 500,000 or 600,000. That's still a good payday for a lot of the welterweights out there. And I knew he wasn't going to fight Golovkin. I think anybody with a brain knew that he wasn't going to fight Gennady Golovkin. So, I mean, I'm cool with it. I don't think many people going to give Mikey a chance. So if you believe in Mikey and he does come through, you're going to make a lot of money in that fight. You know what I'm saying? But we knew it wasn't going to be Crawford. Let's start off there. You know, he could have fought Crawford years ago, and they lied and said Crawford ducked him. And Crawford said, I never ducked him. He said that Crawford didn't want to come up and wait. But it turned out that Top Rank didn't want to have Crawford move up from 40. If it was Crawford preference, he would have been at 147 by now. And they kept him there. He became undisputed. So obviously Top Rank knew what they was doing. That's something that you don't have an opportunity to do every day. So he became undisputed champion at 140 pounds. And now, you know, you're looking at a situation for him personally, he got nowhere to go. I mean, Mikey probably going to fight Pacquiao. I'll get there. Keith Thurman said he's going to take a lesser fight than Sean Porter. Sean Porter, he was trying to wait for an Errol Spence rematch. What else we got out there? Ugas, he could be fighting for the regular WA belt. I don't know, versus who. It could be Keith Thurman. He in the rankings, but I doubt that. And the next highest dude is a dude that's got like 2 wins and 2 knockouts. I guess he was a good amateur. He was in the Olympics in 12 and 16. So not sure what Ugas, but Ugas is probably gonna go the regular WA route. But the funny thing about Ugas going the regular WA route, he had an opportunity to fight Alexander Bruce Putin, and Al Heyman made him duck that opportunity to fight Mike Dallas. Well, ended up being a good idea because Bruce Putin failed a drug test, and Ugas was able to get a check-in this year when a lot of fighters couldn't get a check-in this year. So he was able to get a check-in this year, and now he get a fight for that same belt versus somebody that's a lesser foe. Some people believe that Bruce Putin could beat him. Some people pick Ugas. I haven't seen enough of Bruce Putin. I've seen a little bit of him, man. So, like I said before, you know, so Ugas can go another way. So it looked like Crawford could be fighting absolutely nobody. He might be shadowboxing on ESPN. If he shadowbox with Bo Mack on the pass or something like that, he still do better ratings than they do. And I haven't watched a Top Rank fight since Joshua Greer lost. So shout out to Joshua Greer. Got to take your wins like your losses, like he said. But other than that, he might fight Patrick Teixeira. I mean, and move up 154 pounds. I don't know what happened to Brian Carlos Castanos. PBC was trying to get that last belt, but Manny and Mikey, I think that's going to be a good fight. Depending on what Mikey brings to the table, I think Manny going to outwork him. But if he get Manny Pacquiao to open up, maybe he can land a counter shot. Mikey is probably one of the 2 or 3 biggest punchers or 4 biggest punchers at welterweight. He showed me that versus Jesse Vargas, and I see why Errol Spence kept his hands up. He didn't want to get touched on the chin. That's straight up and down. He felt Mikey power. Crawford even said Mikey could punch hard. They fought before. And Mikey got true. He got a lot of power at 47. You know, the problem with Mikey is when he fought Earl, he didn't know how to slip and get on. He didn't take no chances. I ain't gonna say that. He don't know how to take no chances. You know, Mikey throw the land. He don't throw no throwaway shots. Mikey throw the land 1 or 2 big shots. You seen that Roberts Jr. He wasn't even able to get Roberts Jr. to come out of survival mode. And the really truly great ones can really get dudes to come out of survival mode, or the really great attackers and finishers like Mike Tyson. They can open dudes up, and Mikey just don't have that skill set. So, and Pacquiao, ever since he got knocked out by Marquez, you even seen it when he went over to China and fought Brandon Rios, he became a really, really, basically a safety first fighter. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't the same aggressive Pacquiao before that knockout, and and that works against Mikey. If this dude come in here and he picks his shots and he shoot shots and he throws a few combinations, even if they don't land, Mikey just don't throw enough to keep up with Pacquiao. So it's basically knockdown or bust for Mikey Garcia. So if he don't score no knockdowns or don't get a knockout, he don't have a chance. He's just not active enough with his hands. And Pacquiao is just not as reckless as he used to be, but he still does kind of get reckless and square up a bit. So there will be a chance for him to land that big right hand, but I just think, Manny Pacquiao gonna run away with it. It's not worth 60, 70, 80 bucks to see Mikey get his ass beat or just get outpointed. So he going to survival mode. We know if he get hit with something he don't like, he not gonna try no more. So like I said before, it's funny how a dude like Mikey could lose in the fashion he did versus Earl Spence and still come back and get a big pay-per-view fight. This lets you know boxing is this ass backwards, bro. He shouldn't even be. I wouldn't even think about buying another Mikey Garcia fight, even if it was buy one get one free. If it was $1, if you buy a chicken sandwich, you get a Mikey Garcia fight. I wouldn't even think about purchasing that, because how he went out. He got to prove himself that he better than that. On the Vargas fight, it was cool, but he didn't prove me anything in that fight other than he got a puncher's chance versus Manny Pacquiao. So, I mean, that is what it is. So, we can move on. Ryan Garcia is trying to fight. They are thinking about the Golden Boy. Nothing is 100% fighting the Henry Cejudo, the MMA fighter. Him and Ryan got into it. When Ryan said he messaged him and said he had pretty good hands, and then he asked his fans on social media who will win, him or Henry. And Henry Cejudo, whatever his name is, got mad and shit. He did an interview with the MMA dude yesterday, and the Henry dude was in the comment section on Instagram, and they was talking shit, and he said he want to do it. And it's funny, man. This motherfucker might cross over and fight an MMA fighter before he fight a real fighter. This dude been fighting fucking bums and vagabonds and washed up dudes, and seems like some of the dudes that he fighting taking dives off the diving board, man. And he gonna fight an MMA fighter before he even fight for a title or a title eliminator. Just let you know where boxing is right now. Because I think Guest to fight on another card. Now I guess Oscar don't want to do after Mares fight. Him and Abner got some issues. Abner made some comments. Abner made some comments about Oscar De La Hoya and how he was poor living out his car, and Al Heyman really put money in his pocket. And Oscar got mad and kicked him out of Canelo weigh-in. So I didn't really see I didn't really see nothing. That I'm trying to really tell you. I lost my thought process, but at the end of the day, I don't really see nothing that's gonna change with Ryan, bro. Abner, I don't want to make no fight with Abner, and that's because personal reasons with Oscar. So I'm not mad at Oscar. I'm not mad at Abner. We move on. Abner don't need to be going to 35. Abner don't need to be fighting with his eyes. All right, that's just a fact. But it is what it is. But this lets you know where the game is. Ryan's gonna fight a fucking circus fight. And he also revealed that he does have a wrestling background. He hasn't wrestled in a few years, so it is what it is. So if they do it in a boxing fight, I mean, power to him. But this dude is gonna cross over and do an MMA fight before he got a real fight in his career. And it is what it is, man. So that's the way boxing going right now. But let's talk a little bit about Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder and Fury got a tentative date of December 19th, I think it was. They said, according to a top-ranked executive. So I heard it was late November or sometime in December, but things can change. We are having a second wave of coronavirus come to the United States, so we're not going to be sure if they'd be able to do this fight in December. I mean, especially with or without fans. And we know the winter time and it get colder, the germs spread a lot faster. So financially, I don't know if they could do it in the States. I know they think about Vegas, Raider Stadium. We don't know if the pandemic going to be over with. It was been some talk that the corona could be just vanished after the election. Who knows? I know they trying to do absentee ballots in certain states. So people won't have to clump up or clutter up in a poll. So, you know, at the end of the day, Wilder been talking a lot of shit about Tyson Fury cheating. A lot of people believe he cheated. A lot of people don't believe he cheated. A lot of people don't care that if he did cheat, they just wanted Wilder to lose. So Wilder's supposed to be releasing some footage. Wilder team released a picture yesterday, and maybe I'll put it on the screen. They released a picture yesterday with him having a big old lump on the side of the head. You know, that said it wasn't caused from a punch. So he said he will be releasing the evidence soon in due time. That he's still going to doctor's visits and gathering information. So we'll see when you release the evidence. You're going to have 3 people. You're going to have people that's going to buy into the evidence if it's good. Or you're going to have 4 people. You're going to have people that don't buy into the evidence because it ain't enough. And I could be either one of those 2. Or you're going to have people that don't change their mind and don't care as long as Wilder lost. And then you're going to have people that's going to be Wilder apologists saying that, see, I told you, no matter how big or how small the evidence is. So, I mean, that is what it is on that point. You know, we'll see what will happen when the fight get here. If somebody cheated against me, I'm not taking a trilogy rematch. I'm going to the courts, or I'm trying to take your head off your shoulders with this gun. But hey, appreciate the love, support. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you got business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests. Keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation to the channel? Cash App, PayPal, subscription. One time for the one time.